Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be unlike any other Poppy Theory video that we've done on the channel, simply because I ran into so many issues trying to get my computer to boot up. I couldn't even explain to you what happened, but this is going to be a live reaction to the trailer. I know a lot of you guys were recommending that I do that, and I think, you know what, this is the perfect time to do so. I think we're picking up right back where we left off at the end of chapter 4 with the explosions. You already know, Kissy's arm, rest in peace to Kissy's arm. Poppy still seems like she's hustling, and it seems like the voice of the prototype's right behind her. She's getting chased. She's anxious. She's trying to keep it moving. The prototype's right there. Hold on, we got some. That look like, you know what? We're gonna keep it moving. Poppy's gonna keep it moving too. Okay, I don't even know who that is. Wait a minute. We're gonna go back to that. It's always been about you and me, Poppy. Yep, we heard that voice line. Fall down. She got a concussion. She's dead. Rest in peace. Oh, she's still alive. What's going on? This is new territory. Oh, shoot. She can fly? And what? And she can control her hair. Chapter 5. Yo. I'm not even gonna let it finish. We gotta go right back to what I saw on this red spot, bro. What was that? Hold on, we're almost there. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a bald head. We might have some earphones, but we also got a bald head. That might be the same character that we saw in the last trailer. I don't want to go back to it because, of course, editor Poppy Theory got me. He's going to add the clip in 3, 2, 1. I don't even know why I snapped. But this could be that exact same character under this red silhouette. Now, I don't know what this would be. It seems like, yeah, I have no clue. This is a hammerhead shark. I guess that's the theory. This is a hammerhead shark plushie, possibly same bald toy. But the main consensus, the main narrative that we can grab from this is that the prototype is still on Poppy's tail. Like, she is not getting away from this guy. And you guys remember in my past theory, I don't know which video it was specifically, but I made the note that Poppy is likely lying about Catnap being the last enemy against us. So, who's this? Is she affiliated with a prototype? She got some stars on her feet, on her socks, I guess you could say. Is this wood at the top? It seems like it has some type of wooden structure. And then the dress here is a little feathery. You know what I mean? You know, when you got the Raven type style, I know we got the Nightmare Critter Raven, but this is giving me a bird vibe. I don't know why. Could just be that. And then we got the black and purple design. I'm a fan of red. I'm sure you guys already know, but this purple is, it's purpling. But no. I actually have to make note of this right here. Is she capable of flight, or is she hanging off of something? Is the camera angle that we're on right now, which is the point of view of Poppy, making her abilities ambiguous? Because we see that she's able to control her hair, right? That's already been a fact pretty much. But there's a huge but to this. She is literally descending to Poppy while she's on the floor, recovering from a concussion. Mind you, this is the reaction of Poppy right after she's like, okay, the prototype saw through everything. All of my plans have been thwarted. It's time to go. Kissy Missy, you're gone. Player, me, basically, us, basically, you're gone. And so she decides to just run off. And where does that lead her? Deeper into the factory and right at the hands of another toy. Guys, I can't say this any more than I need to. This toy, Poppy Playtime, she has to go in this chapter. She has to, because we are literally doing her bidding at this point. Because if we succeed in basically killing the prototype and saving the orphans, it won't be because of her. Nah, it won't be because of her at all. We're trying to save our own skin at this point. We're like 11 levels deep into this factory. We're dang near reaching the core of the earth. And the prototype is trying to resurrect toys and possibly turn us into his variation of a human. Probably do the reverse process of the Bigger Bodies Initiative. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, I don't even think the player is even concerned about that anymore. We need to go. We need to leave. We need to evacuate. And she needs to die. Straight up. And I mean that with all the kindness in my heart. Because, listen, she has a lot of bipolar tendencies. I can make the statement with chapter 2 and how she was all weird. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. She was acting pretty ominous back in chapter 2 with the train. So I'm not really sure what we can make of Poppy at this point. There was a theory that she was affiliated with the prototype, and I did go into that a little bit, but with everything that's going on right now, I don't think we can really say that anymore. It's definitely true that the prototype's plan is tied into Poppy in some sort of way, but I don't think it's the other way around. Yeah, of course, Poppy is trying to destroy the prototype, but I don't think they're coinciding with each other in order to achieve this greater purpose. I think it'd be forced upon, and it'd actually be at the will of one person, and the other person would be a victim. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that doesn't just sound like rambling. But yeah, I think this trailer is pretty dope. Like, you know what I mean? It picks up right back where we left off again. Poppy's just scurrying, hurrying, and then she gets a concussion. But before that, we run into a hammerhead shark toy that might also be the bald toy that we saw in the last teaser. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? We can have a conversation in the comments. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Hold on, I forgot the intro. I got to get like into the script voice. One sec. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here. There we go. I had to get into that mode.